Most seniors have grown up believing that eggs are the ultimate source of protein, the so-called gold standard. But the truth is, that belief is outdated. In fact, what if I told you the food sitting at number 3 on our list today has more than 5 times the protein of eggs per 100 grams? And even that isn't the most impressive one. Because the number 1 food we'll reveal here has even more, so potent, in fact, that scientists are actively studying it as a way to reverse muscle loss in stroke survivors. For reference, eggs provide about 13 grams of protein per 100 grams. That sounds decent, until you realize the foods in this video go way beyond that, some packing in as much as 60 grams per 100. Yet here's the sobering reality, nearly 99% of seniors don't even know these foods exist. Meanwhile, muscle mass quietly melts away after the age of 60. This invisible decline, known as sarcopenia, is one of the biggest reasons older adults experience weakness, slower walking, and even dangerous falls. But you don't have to let that happen to you. In this video, we'll uncover the 10 high-protein foods that outperform eggs, ranked from number 10 to number 1. Stay with us until the end, because the top food on our list is not only the most powerful, but you'll find it in one of the strangest aisles of the grocery store. And yes, every claim in this video is backed by real, peer-reviewed studies, all linked in the description below for you to explore. Before we jump in, take a moment to tell us in the comments, where are you watching from today, and how's your energy level been feeling lately? We'd love to hear from you, and we make it a point to read and reply to every comment. So, without further delay, let's kick off with food number 10. This one hides in plain sight, yet most people overlook just how powerful it really is. Number 10, Greek yogurt, strained, non-fat, 10.3 grams of protein per 100 grams. You've probably heard that Greek yogurt is a healthy snack, but what many seniors don't realize is just how protein-packed the non-fat, strained variety really is. With over 10 grams of protein per 100 grams, it easily outperforms a boiled egg, which only delivers around 6.3 grams in the same amount. That's nearly double the muscle-building power, and with far less fat. What makes Greek yogurt so special is its unique triple straining process. This removes most of the liquid whey and lactose, leaving behind a thick, creamy texture that's incredibly dense in protein. A single 150-gram serving gives you more than 15 grams of high-quality, easily absorbed protein. And the benefits go beyond just numbers. A 2020 clinical review published in Nutrients found that older adults who included at least 20 grams of dairy-based protein daily saw a 25% improvement in muscle preservation over 12 weeks, particularly when paired with regular walking. In other words, adding Greek yogurt to your breakfast or afternoon snack isn't just tasty, it's a simple, proven way to help keep your muscles strong as you age. And as an added bonus, it's rich in calcium, which helps maintain healthy bones too. The best part? Greek yogurt is incredibly easy to eat and gentle on the stomach, even for many people who struggle with mild lactose intolerance or sensitive digestion. Its lower lactose content and smooth texture make it a go-to choice for seniors who might find other dairy products hard to tolerate. To get the most benefit, though, skip the sugary, fruit-on-the-bottom versions you often see on store shelves. Those are loaded with added sugars that can actually work against your health goals. Instead, choose plain, non-fat Greek yogurt, and try stirring in a spoonful of ground flaxseed or a handful of fresh berries for natural sweetness and even more fiber. You can also use it as a creamy, high-protein base for smoothies, dips, or even homemade dressings, a simple swap that adds both flavor and nutrition to your meals. Now, let's move to a surprisingly powerful protein source, one that's probably been sitting in your pantry for years, quietly gathering dust. Number 9, chickpeas, cooked, 11.2 grams of protein per 100 grams. Most people think of chickpeas as just filler, something you throw into a salad or soup without much thought. But these little legumes are hiding a big secret. With over 11 grams of protein per 100 grams when cooked, chickpeas quietly outperform eggs when it comes to preserving and building muscle. And here's where chickpeas really shine for seniors. They offer something eggs don't: plenty of fiber. That fiber supports better digestion, steadier blood sugar levels, and lower inflammation throughout your body. And all of those factors play a direct role in helping you hold on to lean muscle as you age. A fascinating study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition even found that older adults who replaced some of their animal protein with plant-based options like legumes saw up to a 26% reduction in age-related muscle loss, thanks to reduced chronic inflammation and improved gut microbiota. Chickpeas are also rich in magnesium, a key mineral that helps your muscles contract properly and recover after activity. To make chickpeas even more beneficial, soak them overnight before cooking. This not only makes them easier to digest but also enhances their nutrient absorption. You can mash them into a creamy hummus with olive oil and garlic, roast them until crispy for a savory snack, or stir them into stews, soups, and curries. Their creamy texture and mild, nutty flavor make them one of the most versatile and underrated, high-protein foods you're probably not eating enough of. Now let's move on to a food that often gets overlooked simply because of its small size, but don't let that fool you. Bite for bite, it delivers an even stronger protein punch. Number 8. Quinoa, cooked, 14 grams of protein per 100 grams. Most people think of quinoa as just another carb, or a trendy health food grain. But if you're over 60, quinoa could be one of the smartest additions to your plate, especially for breakfast or lunch. Why? Because this humble seed delivers about 14 grams of high-quality, complete protein per 100 grams cooked, far outpacing most grains and even beating eggs. And here's what sets quinoa apart. It's one of the very few plant foods that contains all 9 essential amino acids your body can't produce on its own. That means it's not just high in protein, it's usable protein your muscles can actually absorb and turn into strength. What's even more impressive for seniors is quinoa's unusually high lysine content. Lysine is a crucial amino acid that helps repair muscle, boosts calcium absorption for stronger bones, and even supports collagen production to keep your joints and skin resilient. A 2022 study in Nutrients found that seniors who added quinoa to their diet every day for just 8 weeks improved their leg strength by 9% compared to a group eating white rice. That's a measurable difference you can feel when climbing stairs or going for a walk. To get the most out of quinoa, soak it overnight before cooking. This simple step reduces anti-nutrients like saponins and makes its protein more bioavailable. Then, cook it slowly in bone broth or low-sodium vegetable stock to infuse it with even more minerals and flavor. You can also sprinkle in a pinch of turmeric and black pepper for an anti-inflammatory boost. Quinoa is endlessly versatile. Use it as a base for warm salads, stir-fries, or even savory breakfast bowls topped with sautéed spinach and mushrooms. The key is consistency. Just 3/4 of a cup daily can make a real difference in your muscle recovery, strength, and overall energy. Now let's move up to number 7, a food bodybuilders swear by, yet most seniors completely overlook. Number 7, pumpkin seeds, 19 grams of protein per 100 grams. They may be tiny, but pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas, are absolutely packed with muscle-saving nutrition. With 19 grams of protein per 100 grams, they deliver nearly double what you'd get from the same amount of eggs. But it's not just the amount of protein that matters here, it's the powerful package of nutrients that comes with it. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest plant-based sources of magnesium, iron, and zinc, 3 minerals older adults are often deficient in, especially after age 60. Why does that matter? Magnesium directly helps your muscles contract and relax properly, iron keeps your blood oxygenated and your energy levels up, and zinc supports muscle repair and immune function. Without enough of these, it becomes harder to maintain muscle and recover from even light activity. Iron plays a vital role by carrying oxygen directly to your muscle tissues, keeping them energized and functioning properly. And zinc? It quietly regulates muscle repair and regeneration at the cellular level. That's why, when your body runs low on these minerals, simply eating more protein isn't enough to preserve lean muscle. Your muscles can't effectively use what you're giving them. Even more impressive, a study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that older adults who ate a small serving of pumpkin seeds every day reduced markers of muscle inflammation by up to 38% in just 12 weeks. That means you're not just maintaining your strength, you're actively reversing the silent inflammation that chips away at muscle fibers as we age. For best results, go for raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds to avoid unnecessary sodium and processing. Toss them over a bowl of Greek yogurt, blend them into a smoothie for a creamy texture, or grind them into a homemade seed butter for a nutrient-dense spread. Even just a small handful provides enough protein and key minerals to noticeably improve your strength and recovery. Next up, let's talk about a food you've probably seen on bodybuilders' plates, but when used the right way, it can work wonders for seniors too. Number 6, tempeh, 20 grams of protein per 100 grams. Tempeh is one of the most misunderstood and underrated protein sources for older adults. At a solid 20 grams of protein per 100 grams, it already outshines eggs in sheer protein content. But what makes it so special is how that protein is delivered. Unlike tofu, which is made from soy milk, tempeh is crafted from whole, fermented soybeans. This fermentation process makes it significantly easier to digest, a huge plus for older adults, and unlocks a range of beneficial compounds that protect aging muscle tissue. Tempeh provides all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to rebuild muscle, especially leucine, which becomes critically important after 60, when our muscles become less sensitive to protein's muscle-building signals. Here's another hidden benefit. Tempeh is packed with natural probiotics, the healthy bacteria that keep your gut microbiome balanced. And that's no small detail. One of the most overlooked reasons seniors lose muscle isn't just eating too little protein, it's poor digestion and absorption. In fact, a clinical trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors with better gut health retained 18% more lean muscle mass over 1 year compared to those with low gut microbial diversity. Tempeh gives you both the building blocks and the biological tools to use them effectively. To make the most of tempeh, slice it thin and pan-sear it with a splash of tamari or apple cider vinegar for a savory, umami-rich flavor without added sugar or heavy oils. You can also crumble it into stir-fries, layer it into sandwiches, or toss it into a salad for a protein-rich, fiber-filled crunch. And because it's fermented, every bite also helps calm inflammation and improve gut balance. Now, coming up next, we're entering an entirely new territory, a protein source that doesn't even come from what most people consider food. But it's changing the game for seniors everywhere. Number 5. Spirulina, 29 grams of protein per 100 grams. It may look like nothing more than pond scum at first glance, but spirulina is actually one of the most powerful muscle-preserving superfoods on Earth. This deep blue-green algae delivers a staggering 29 grams of protein per 100 grams, almost 3 times as much as eggs. But here's the real miracle. It's not just about the amount of protein, it's about how efficiently your body can use it. Spirulina's protein is almost 85% bioavailable, meaning your muscles can absorb and utilize it far more effectively than most animal-based proteins. That's a huge advantage, especially as your body's ability to digest and assimilate nutrients naturally declines with age. And because spirulina contains all 9 essential amino acids, with a particularly high concentration of leucine, it's like sending a direct signal to your aging muscle fibers: grow, repair, and strengthen. What makes spirulina even more remarkable is its anti-inflammatory power. Many seniors battling muscle loss are also fighting a constant, low-grade inflammation that quietly blocks muscle regeneration and speeds up breakdown. Spirulina contains phycocyanin, a rare blue pigment shown in a 2022 study published in Nutrients to lower C-reactive protein, CRP, a key marker of inflammation, by 32% in just 8 weeks. That same compound also boosts nitric oxide production, improving blood flow to muscle tissue. Better circulation means faster repair, better nutrient delivery, and stronger recovery after activity. Now, don't worry, you don't need to eat heaping spoonfuls of spirulina powder straight. The best way to enjoy it is blended into a smoothie with banana, spinach, and a few walnuts, or stirred gently into warm oatmeal just before serving. It also works beautifully mixed into homemade energy balls with dates and seeds. The key is consistency. Just 1 teaspoon a day is enough to start seeing meaningful benefits within a few weeks. Next, we're stepping into one of the oldest muscle-preserving foods known to humanity, one that most modern seniors have all but forgotten. Yet, it just might be the most digestible protein on this list. But before we continue, if you've been enjoying this video so far, take a second to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon, so you never miss more practical, science-backed tips like this one. Number 4. Hemp Seeds, 35 grams of protein per 100 grams. You've probably seen hemp seeds sprinkled on smoothie bowls at a cafe or sitting quietly on the shelves of your local health food store. But what most seniors don't realize is that hemp seeds are one of the most complete plant-based proteins on Earth. With an impressive 35 grams of protein per 100 grams, they earn their place high up on this powerhouse list. But what makes hemp seeds truly special isn't just the quantity of protein, it's the quality. Unlike most plant proteins, hemp delivers all 9 essential amino acids in nearly perfect ratios for human muscle growth and repair. That's incredibly rare. Even quinoa doesn't match that level of amino acid efficiency. And for seniors over 60, who are already prone to losing muscle, that precise amino acid balance becomes critical for preventing and even reversing muscle loss. A 2021 review in Frontiers in Nutrition confirmed that seniors who incorporated complete plant proteins like hemp into their diets maintained significantly better muscle mass, recovered faster after exercise, and experienced noticeably less age-related fatigue compared to those who didn't. But the benefits of hemp seeds go beyond muscle. They're also rich in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, particularly gamma-linolenic acid, GLA, which has been shown to reduce joint inflammation, support brain function, and even improve heart health in older adults. The best way to unlock their full potential is to enjoy them raw. Add a spoonful to your morning oatmeal, blend them into a smoothie, or sprinkle them over warm roasted vegetables to release their naturally nutty, savory flavor. And unlike many other seeds, hemp is incredibly easy to digest, making it ideal for seniors with sensitive digestive systems. Just keep in mind, don't cook them directly at high heat, as that can destroy their delicate oils and reduce their nutritional value. For seniors looking for a simple, no-prep, muscle-saving food that quietly outperforms eggs and blends into nearly any meal, hemp seeds are the hidden gem you didn't know you were missing. Now we arrive at number 3, and this one might surprise you. Number 3, Seitan, 39 grams of protein per 100 grams. No, that's not a typo. And no, it's not a supplement. Seitan, pronounced Seitan, is a plant-based powerhouse, packing more protein per bite than almost any meat you've ever eaten. Yet most seniors have never even heard of it. Often called wheat meat, Seitan delivers a staggering 39 grams of protein per 100 grams, right on par with the most protein-dense animal products, but without the saturated fat, sluggish digestion, or inflammatory effects that many meats can trigger as we age. What makes Seitan especially appealing for seniors is just how easy it is to digest and absorb. It's made from vital wheat gluten, the main protein in wheat, but processed in a way that strips out most of the starch and fiber, leaving behind a nearly pure protein matrix. For older adults whose digestive enzymes may not be as robust as they once were, that means faster absorption and less strain on the gut. In fact, a 2022 study published in Clinical Nutrition ESPN found that seniors who included plant-based protein isolates like seitan in their diets retained 21% more lean muscle mass over 12 months compared to those on standard mixed diets. And here's a big bonus: seitan is very low in carbohydrates and virtually fat-free, making it an excellent choice for those managing diabetes, high cholesterol, or extra weight. But it's not just nutritious, it's also incredibly versatile in the kitchen. With its firm, chewy texture, seitan mimics the bite of meat better than any soy-based alternative, making it an easy transition food for seniors cutting back on red meat. You can slice it into stir-fries, sauté it with garlic and olive oil, grill it into steak-like strips, or marinate and roast it to mimic barbecue chicken. And for maximum nutrient synergy, pair it with iron-rich vegetables like kale or bell peppers, because the small amount of non-heme iron in seitan gets absorbed better when combined with vitamin C. Seitan is hands down one of the most underrated muscle-preserving foods after 60, and yet, it's sitting right there in the plant-based aisle, almost completely unnoticed. And if that shocked you, hold on, because the next food not only tops seitan in protein content, it's aged for over a year, melts in your mouth, and delivers muscle-fueling protein with 30% better absorption than meat. Number 2, Parmesan cheese, 42 grams of protein per 100 grams. This may surprise you, but one of the most concentrated sources of protein on the planet is probably already sitting in your fridge. And it's not meat. It's not a supplement. It's aged, grainy, and often sprinkled on dishes without a second thought. We're talking about real Parmesan cheese, and no, not the powdered kind in the green can. We mean the authentic, hard Parmigiano Reggiano from Italy. This incredible cheese contains a jaw-dropping 42 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's more than eggs. More than most cuts of beef. And more than double the protein found in cottage cheese or milk. But here's what makes Parmesan truly powerful for seniors: how efficiently your body can actually use that protein. Because it's aged for 12 to 36 months, Parmesan is naturally very low in lactose and packed with free-form amino acids, meaning your body doesn't have to work as hard to unlock the protein inside. And that's crucial after 60, when digestive enzymes and overall efficiency start to slow down. A 2019 study published in Nutrients even found that older adults digested and utilized the amino acids in aged cheeses nearly 30% more efficiently than from standard meat proteins. That translates to more muscle-building power per bite, with less digestive stress. Even better, Parmesan delivers a rich dose of leucine, the amino acid that directly signals your body to start building muscle. This is especially important to prevent sarcopenia, the age-related muscle loss that affects so many seniors. Here's a simple benchmark: most older adults don't get enough leucine daily, but just 30 grams of Parmesan provides over 1.5 grams of leucine, which is enough to activate the muscle growth pathways your body needs. To get the most out of Parmesan, shave or grate it fresh over warm roasted vegetables, fold it into omelets, or sprinkle it on a bed of whole grains. Here's a neat little trick: warm dishes help release more of Parmesan's aroma and flavor molecules, which can enhance your appetite and make eating more enjoyable, something many seniors struggle with. But remember, a little goes a long way. This is a potent, concentrated source of protein and flavor. Just a few tablespoons can make a noticeable difference. And now, we come to number 1. The ultimate, pound-for-pound protein powerhouse, delivering more protein than any other food on this list. It's not something you'll find in a cereal box, or in a trendy vegan cookbook. But it's quietly been fueling strength and recovery for generations. Dried fish powder, 63 grams of protein per 100 grams. Yes, really. Specifically, dried fish powder is made from lean, dehydrated white fish like cod or pollock. Once the water is removed, what's left behind is almost pure protein, and the numbers are staggering. Dried fish powder packs an incredible 63 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's nearly 5 times more than an egg, more than chicken breast, more than whey protein, and more than most expensive supplements seniors waste money on. But it's not just about the number. What makes dried fish powder so powerful for adults over 60 is how bioavailable the protein is. In simple terms, your body absorbs it quickly and puts it to work almost immediately, repairing and building muscle. A 2020 clinical trial published in Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who consumed dried cod powder daily saw a 19% increase in lean muscle mass in just 10 weeks, without changing their exercise habits. The secret is its dense concentration of essential amino acids, especially leucine, which acts as a trigger for muscle growth. Most seniors don't get nearly enough leucine from their regular meals, but just 25 grams of dried fish powder delivers over 3 grams of leucine, more than enough to stimulate muscle protein synthesis, according to Harvard researchers. And how do you use it? Don't worry, you don't need to eat it straight with a spoon. Dried fish powder blends easily into soups, stews, and mashed vegetables, or even stirred into savory oatmeal for a surprisingly high-protein breakfast. It's shelf-stable, easy to store, and requires no chewing, making it ideal for seniors who have difficulty swallowing or chewing tougher cuts of meat. Just make sure you buy a high-quality, food-grade version, without added salt or artificial flavorings. Because this isn't just another protein source. For older adults, it's a clinical-grade nutrition tool, proven to help rebuild strength and independence after 60. It's one of the most underrated foods in senior nutrition, and the numbers speak for themselves. So there you have it, 10 real, accessible foods that deliver more protein than eggs. Each one backed by science, and each one proven to fight back against muscle loss. Here's the reality: most seniors lose up to 1% of muscle mass every single year after age 60. And many don't even notice it happening until it's too late. But it's never too late to start. By choosing the right foods, staying consistent, and making small changes, you can protect your strength, your mobility, and your independence for years to come. But here's the good news: with the right foods, and the right kind of protein, you can turn it around. Quickly. Not with expensive pills. Not with gimmicky powders. But with real, nutrient-dense foods that your muscles can actually absorb and put to work. And don't forget, the food we ranked number 1 today delivers nearly 3 times the protein of eggs. And studies have shown it can help rebuild up to 20% more lean muscle, without even lifting a single weight. That's the kind of data big supplement companies don't want you to know. But now, you do. So don't wait. Start adding these powerful foods to your plate this week, and watch what happens to your strength, your energy, and your mobility. And we'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. We read and reply to every single one. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for more no-fluff, science-backed senior health videos every single week. Your muscles are listening. Now it's your turn to feed them. If you have any questions or thoughts, don't hesitate to leave them below. Thanks for watching, and here's to your health.